Great morning. It is Friday, the 25th. See what the universe is going to say this morning. We have Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, one from the Spirit of the Wheel, and the Power Deck. So thank you for all the lovely comments about my home. I am very happy with it. It's a nice, comfortable place to be finally. Long awaited. First card out is the Dragon's Duel. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. Second card out is synchronicity, balance, certainty, ducks fly, moon. So I've had a few questions. People wanted to know, what plants am I putting here? No plants. Why am I not putting plants? Because I have a black thumb. I just cannot do plants well, okay? So rather than killing them, I won't put any real. If I put something in, it would be a fake plant because I'm not good with plants. Okay, last card is vision. Okay. Okay, so it is saying these power cards, you have to read them because it's just a very different deck. Vision. At times you will have less vision, and because of that dimness, you will become unbalanced in your seeing. You will see everything, every stone, every machine, every tree as being dead rather than alive. As your vision grows, sit still within the city. Begin to see that the stones and plants and machines are alive. Even the dead trees have passed through the gateway in the west. Their spirits carry the drumming shield, or the configurations of the experiences of your life. Begin to see the life within every object. Begin to see the sacredness in all things, in their energy, their colors, their luminous forms, their shadow beings. Then you will become strong. See power all around you. It is you. When you do, you will have true vision. So today's thing is obviously about the way you are seeing things, interacting. Are you in the midst of inner conflict, morality, conscious choice, or are you in synchronicity, balance, and certainty? Are you unsure or are you sure? Okay, where is your focus? Okay. If your focus is on inner conflict, okay, then you're going to see conflict definitely all around you. So today is a time to look and see, how are you perceiving things? How are you perceiving things? Are you seeing things through the eyes of, again, like the first thing I give students is to live your life with honesty, integrity, transparency, sacredness. Now, if you see with those types of eyes and live that type of life, how different is it going to be than if you are pessimistic, if you don't see sacredness in anything, if you're not honest, if you're not truthful, if you're not not having a sense of morality, okay, then you're going to live a very different energetic signature, okay? So a lot of this also is about energetic signatures. Like I said, that, if you drive across the country and you are in tune with energies, you'll feel that every state you go through has a different energy, every city has a different energy, every neighborhood has a different energy signature, okay? So are you resonating with that, or are you in conflict with it? I was definitely in conflict with the energetic signatures in Florida. Not my energy signature there at all. Everything is part of energy, everything. So again, it's part of being able to, the further you go, feel energy, okay, feeling the energy of it, and then linking up with it in consciousness, okay. So again, today is a day of looking and seeing, where is your focus? What is the energy you're perceiving? Are you in alignment with it, or are you not? If you are in alignment with the energy of the area, things will tend to be a little more easygoing, okay? If you happen to be a real big liberal and you are living in a real redneck area, you are not going to be in alignment with that energy signature there. Okay, you're going to be fighting it tooth and nail. Okay, it's not going to be comfortable. That's like when you leave the form and you go the other side, you are those of light with those of light consciousness, of the same energy signature. If you are a positive person, then you can be in a place of heaven, okay? If you are in fear mode, if you are in judgment mode, if you are in very low bottom feeder vibration, then that's what you're going to be stuck with. Other bottom feeder consciousness types, and that will be a hell realm, okay? And it's all by your own design of where your focus has been and how you have acted and interacted within your life space, your time on this planet, okay? So today, again, look and see, are you in conflict or are you in flow? If you're not in flow, then look at the energy signature, what's going on, what are you holding in your energy pattern of your life, your awareness, what you're seeing, what you're holding to, okay? And so maybe you need to start changing some of that. If it's pessimistic, if it's, if you're going to be a Debbie Downer, then you might want to think about changing that signature. Doing something more positive. Now I tell people, if you're in this depression and all of that, start a gratitude journal, okay? If you have gratitude for the things you have, even if it's only as much as I'm glad I'm alive, okay? You know, you can always find something to be grateful for, okay? And that helps to pull you out of that depression drama into a better space, okay? So the more that you go forward, the better it can become. It takes step by step by step, okay? Step by step. But you can make changes in your life. So again, if you're not in flow, if you're bucking the tide at every turn, ask yourself why. Is it the mental space you've put yourself in? Is it the area? Is it, these are things to be looked at. Because again, everything carries an energetic signal. Different colors, each color has a different vibration. Are you in alignment, or is there a color or something that just really irritates the heck out of you? Okay? There can be some colors you simply do not resonate with at all. It is totally out of alignment with you. Okay? So again, these are different things you can look at to just see where you're at and what's beneficial to you versus not. You may need a time to have something like more browns, more grounded colors, okay? If you are not a grounded person, okay, very airy, very flighty, then you may need to have more brown around you, wear more brown, or have it more in your space, okay? So again, these things can affect your total inner being, okay? I look at some of these ones that are doing design work, they hire these, sometimes I see people hire these decorators. And, if you're going to get a decorator, you've got to have somebody that can understand energy, understand your energy, and make it a place that is comfortable for you. Now, Lord have mercy. Because I was working with them doing the acrylics. Like you see, a lot of my artwork is very bright. These are the acrylics that I've done. And I tend to like the very bright colors and things. But I've gotten into some places that were atrocious. I mean, it was just bare and uncomfortable furniture, and just I was like, what are they thinking? They were not comfortable living spaces. And just because they spent a lot of money on these things didn't make it better. I'm like, what are they thinking? Seriously. Oh, mercy. Now, I'm not saying, everybody has to be like this. I have a lot of things around, I could be just as happy to do a space that's very zen, very minimalistic. You can make minimalistic comfortable as well. There is a way to do it. But some of the things I've seen out there with these decorators, I'm going, why would anybody hire them? It's It's mind-boggling, but each to their own. Anyway, a little off topic again. Maybe that's because I've been doing so much decorating the last 5 days. And I'm done. I promise, no more. Oh, yeah. But anyway, all of this is about checking the feeling. How do you feel in your space? It could be, again, maybe you need to change something around in your own environment, okay, to make it feel more comfortable for you. It could be as little as, like, I had Ronald put up those two paintings in the bedroom, and he had the black one over here in the more beige frame on this side. I said, you need to switch them. And he switched them. He couldn't believe how much of a difference it made just from one side to the other side. But again, some things you will see, it will be in flow. If you look at it, it's got a comforting feel to it. It's got a flow to it. And if it doesn't, then they're fighting with each other. Something maybe needs to be moved or changed, okay? Again, this can go from everywhere from what you're wearing. Maybe you need to change some of your wardrobe stuff, okay? Either lighten up. If you were too, maybe you need to wear something brighter. And all of these things can affect your consciousness. Okay, the colors you wear, the house you live in, how you have, you can always change something in that environment. It doesn't mean you have to go out and spend a lot of money. You can go to a secondhand store, get something different to wear a little bit for a while, or, change a few things in your house, donate some of your stuff, get a couple of, just a couple new things and put in there. And it will make can make quite a bit of difference, in your world, just changing those few things, okay? So again, today's thing is just sit and look how you're dealing with energies, colors. How are you in flow? Are you fighting? Are you in conflict? Okay. Look at the energy and what is it? Because there's always something you can make a change with. Okay. You can always change something, and that will alter the vibration of where you are at, where you're living, where you're acting, where you're reacting. The one thing I love about Las Cruces, too, is when I was in the van, stuck in that little space, every day I would get in my car and I would drive up to the mountain up here. Every evening I would get up there and go and see the lights of the city and just, be in a little different environment for a while. Now, since I've been in the house here, I haven't felt the need to go out there as much, although I will start going out there again very soon. Somebody was asking me, can I see the mountains from here? No. But I had enough of other elements in this house. I could see that I could really put in what I wanted to put in. And it would be enough of an environment that I wasn't feeling closed in. I wasn't feeling, So, no, I don't miss not seeing the mountains. Do I have neighbors? Yes, quite a few neighbors. I'm in a townhouse. Now, a townhouse here is a little different. Just means it's conjoined. My neighbor, I've seen her, I haven't met her yet. on this side is a fire. She's a paramedic, fire department. I saw her with her, she's very buff, very, very buff. And then across the way, the minute I got here, this woman runs over and introduces herself, an older lady. Okay, she goes, I'm right over here. I'm right here. And then Ronald been out there in the garage, with getting the boxes down, and very sweet. One of the neighbors, I haven't met him yet, black family, I guess, lives right over here, and he was so sweet. He come over and says, I have room in my, the garbage is coming in the next day. I've got room in my trash thing. If you want to use it, you're welcome. So the lady next door, I guess Ronald said also same thing. She doesn't use her trash thing hardly at all, and so we can use that. So people here have been very friendly, go out of their way to say hello and to be helpful. In Florida, no way. I lived there 8 years, never met my next door neighbor. Did know the one across the way. He was oh Lord, he was a trip. he died recently. A gay man, and he had AIDS for a lot of years. I can't believe how long he was able to stay alive. He had AIDS for years and years and years. And every couple weeks, they'd have an ambulance out there taking him away for something. He finally passed. But he was not living a good existence. He was not a happy person. And I tried to avoid him not because he's, I have good rapport with gay people, but all he wanted to talk about was these guys and how big their penises were. I don't want to hear it. I don't want I am not interested. Please, can we have a different topic of conversation? Oh, mercy. I was just like... Anyway, and then the other neighbors that lived down the way, I saw them walking their poodle. They had a big standard poodle, beautiful animal. God, this was a gorgeous poodle. And we just, wave when they go by, and that's the extent of it. 8 years living there. So, it's just a totally different energy. You drive there, people are driving literally up over the sidewalk to go around somebody. I kid you not. They'll be over in this lane, you'll be here, and they will go this way, across all the traffic to make a turn. This happens all the time down in southern Florida. It's just like, oh God. And then you get out here and it is so relaxed. Comparatively to there, this is a very easygoing, relaxed place. People are more open out here, more friendly, more... Ronald says when he came out here, he's just like, I can't believe the difference. I go, yeah, there's a huge difference, Ronald. Every place has its own, signature. Again, interactions. Okay? So, coming back to the topic at hand, you have to find the place where you are comfortable. When looking for the place to move, I said, I am not in alignment with anything in Florida. I am not a beach person. Okay? I love the ocean. I love to see it, but I am not one to go out there and be wanting to sit roasting and baking on a beach all day. Okay? I'm not into partying. I don't want to go to the clubs and the bars and stuff there. None of it at all had any appeal for me. Okay? It was not fitting my energetic signature at all. It was like clashing, grinding on each other. So, again, if you are uncomfortable where you're at, ask yourself why. Sit there and make a list as to, this is what I told one person that I know that was looking at maybe moving. I said, well, make a list of the things that you have to have and things that you absolutely can't abide, and start it from the top down, okay, to things you would like to have, but put the things of primary importance first. And then look at some different areas and see if they are in alignment with things that move you, things that are supportive for you, versus things that would just drive you crazy. Okay? Are you more of somebody that wants to be in the center of a lot of action, or are you somebody that would rather be out, out by yourself and not have anybody around for 20 miles? A big difference in the energy. Okay? Are you somebody who really enjoys the outdoors or not? So all of those things you can take into consideration when looking for a place to be. Okay? So you can do this all the way across the board. Like I said, from your decorating, from what you wear, from where you live, from people you interact with. Okay? What is important to you? And what is it that really is so irritating that it just really drives you to distraction? And then you can start to change things in your own life path. And again, like the other day, if you have a little difficulty seeing this yourself, you can find somebody that can relate to that can help you with that. That's why we have, for a while I thought about doing life coaching, because some people just don't have enough of enough wherewithal to see things. They're too caught up in things to be able to look at the situation, to figure it out. Sometimes you have to have a little distance to be able to look at things. And so if you are so caught up, find a good life coach. Not every life coach is the same, okay? Find a good life coach if you need to, okay? That's like the other day I was doing, most of my readings and things are more on that type of thing. It's more for advice, looking at this, looking at that. And what you do with it, you do with it, okay? Mine are not predictive readings. Mine are more, let's look at the situation and this and this and this and this, So anyway, I'm going to leave this here for now, but thank you for tuning in. Much love and light to everyone. Don't forget to mask up, and let's continue to be as safe as possible out there, okay? And just continue to go forward. Thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you've gotten something from this. If you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up. And, donations are appreciated if you've got a little extra to spare, okay? Not everybody does, okay? Some have more than others. I mean, let's just face it. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here, but thank you for tuning in, and let's go forward, okay? Much love and light to everyone. See you online.